right around the corner. During the high-octane campaigning, the spotlight is on the regional dynamics and the rare alliances that have been thrown up as well. The Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis clearly set the tone for the high-pitched BMC battle, talking about surprise tie-ups. The Chief Minister had in fact asserted that winning was the goal. The civic polls are a litmus test for the BJP in the state. The control of BMC would translate into the funding of influence and control over the development approvals. So winning the BMC polls would not just signal regional influence, but would also serve as a strong indicator for battle readiness for future polls. It would also tell us what the people think about the rare alliances that have been staged for these polls. My colleagues Rucha Khanolkar as well as Nilesh Shukla are joining us on the broadcast. But before I come to you for a sense of what's happening on ground, because this is one election that is being watched so closely, let's get our viewers some breaking updates coming in. The Shiv Sena and the BJP have jointly released the Mahayuti Alliance's manifesto for the upcoming BNC elections. The manifesto has outlined a vision of urban development, infrastructure and sustainable growth for Mumbai, promising major upgrades to Mumbai's suburban railway network, 50% travel bus fare concession for women and commuters, a significant boost to public transport by increasing the best bus fleet from 5,000 to 10,000 buses as well. Now, public transport is a lifeline. The trains especially are a lifeline of Mumbai, and that, of course, is high on the promises. And Nilesh, that clearly is high on priority in wooing the voters or Janta from Mumbai. What are the details of what has been said or the promises that have been made in this manifesto that has been released?
Well, yes, Pratibha, it is a high-octane battle for the Mahayuti partnership as well as the Mahavikas Aghadi leadership, which currently seems to be scattered more or less because the parties are fighting independently. Earlier manifestos have been released of other parties, but now BJP and Shiv Sena also, along with RPI, Ramdas Athavale, today came across with this manifesto which has been released, and ultimately it is speaking of civic issues, the key problem that every Mumbaiker faces time and again on day-to-day basis as well. Now, speaking of BST bus and local services, local train services, both happens to be the lifeline. Both are said to be the lifeline of Mumbaikers, the commuters, because one have to travel long distances, have to spend long hours into traffic, and given the point that if one travels through self vehicle, it becomes extremely expensive, and which is why this line has been picked up by Mahayuti partnership, wherein a concession is being announced for women travellers into the best buses. Revival of best buses is also the key highlight of the manifesto, which has been presented by Devendra Fadnavis and Eknath Shinde, speaking of how it will provide a good service to the commuters, and also somewhat be easing out the traffic as well.
Okay, all right. So these are some of the promises that have been made. Nilesh and Rucha, do stay with us. Let's take a look at what's really working for the BJP and the Shiv Sena and what they need to fix before the polls. Let's take a look at what the strengths and weaknesses are for each of the parties. Let's do a SWOT analysis of the BJP first. The strengths, of course, Prime Minister Modi and Chief Minister Fadnavis and the popularity that they have. They have, of course, also been taking an aggressive campaign for the civic elections, so much so that some of the opposition leaders have also criticized them, saying these are just the civic elections, but the BJP seems to be bringing the big guns on the ground. So it's a very aggressive campaign that we're seeing. And there is a renewed push for the city infrastructure as well. But they do have some weaknesses as well, because that could also play in the minds of the voters, including the perceived friction with the Shinde camp. So that could be seen as a party of traders. Remember the rare alliances that we're talking about as well. That could work against the BJP. But there are some issues where the BJP could really seize on the opportunity as well, and that is improving upon the best ever 2017 tally. The threat, though, for the BJP is the grassroots presence of the UBT as well as the MNS. The BJP does not have that kind of a ground presence in Maharashtra, in Mumbai in particular, and that could be one of the threats. Let's now look at what the situation is for Shiv Sena. The strengths, of course, being strong grassroots level presence. What was the weakness of the BJP is actually the biggest strength of the Shinde Sena, because they have a great grassroots level presence. They also have support of the ex-Sena corporators, many of them, but they do have some weaknesses, including a competition with their own ally, the BJP, and the lack of exposure of Brand Shinde. Many would argue that he is, of course, known as a strong leader within Maharashtra, but can Brand Shinde really ensure votes in the BMC as well? Now let's talk about the opportunity as we do this SWOT analysis. Claiming ownership to the Sena legacy, of course, BMC, the Sena has always had a big say. This time around, his legacy will truly be sealed if he wins in the elections. And that could also mean establishing dominance in the ruling alliance itself, because the power equations could change if the Shinde Sena performs phenomenally well in the BMC elections. Now let's talk about the threat as well, because when we talk about the grassroots presence of the Shinde Sena, the UBT Shiv Sena as well as the MNS also has a similar presence, and that is going to be the biggest threat for Shinde Sena. Let's get you more breaking updates now coming in ahead of the BMC